Hello everyone, thank you for joining. Today I'm going to be showing you how I did this look. Now, I normally don't do anything like too extreme with my eyeshadow. I normally stay very neutral colors. It's not too crazy, but I did go in with some different colors today and played around. I woke up this morning wanting to do something a bit different, wanting to be a little bit more creative. So I did this look. I will be linking at the bottom my website for Farmasi, which is what I use for my foundation and my makeup that I absolutely love, you guys. So if you're interested and you want to watch and see how I got this done, keep on watching. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and put some concealer on my eyelids. This is just gonna help so that the eyeshadow can stick to my eyelid, as well as you could see it a lot better. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna go in, blend all of that in. Next, I'm gonna use some loose powder and just put that right over my eyelid just so I can set my concealer on my eye, and that's just gonna make the eyeshadow go on a lot smoother. Now this is the palette that I am gonna be using. This is the Morphe palette by Jaclyn Hill. The first eyeshadow I'm gonna be using is called Pookie. I'm just gonna use that in the crease of my eye, and I am gonna just kind of blend that in. Next, I'm going in with the color Hunts right in my eyelid as well, in the crease, and I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that in. Next, I'm gonna be going in with a more angled brush with the shade Jack Z, and I'm just gonna kind of just go in with a V shape in the crease of my eyelid, and I'm gonna just blend it all in. Now I'm gonna go in with a different brush, and I'm just gonna blend all of that in just to make it look a lot prettier, a lot more blended, and there's not like harsh marks in my eyeshadow. Next, I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush in the shade Roxanne, and I'm just gonna blend that in at the bottom of my eyelid. That's just gonna help my eye look a lot bigger, and it's just gonna define my eye a lot better. Now I'm gonna go in with a concealer and just put that on my eyelid, and that's just gonna help so that it can be the base and so that you can actually see the color that's gonna be going on my eyelid. Now I'm going in with a flat brush with the color creamsicle, I believe that's how it's pronounced. And I'm just putting that right over my eyelid, and that, as you can see, using that concealer on my eyelid helped the color look like it's supposed to look, like the actual color. Now I'm gonna go in with a different brush and I'm just gonna blend it in so that it looks a lot more seamless and not harsh lines. Again, just always just keep blending, just keep blending. All right, now I'm gonna go in with a small angle brush with a dark brown, and I'm gonna use that as an eyeliner, but I'm not gonna do it too much. I'm just gonna kind of angle just a little bit, just to give my eye a little bit more length. Now I'm gonna go in with my primer. Just gonna put that on my face, blend it all in. This primer is by Fenty. I've said this many times, this is not my favorite primer. It's just the one that I have right now. And the only reason is because I don't feel like it helps with my oily skin very much. But I'm just using it because it does allow my makeup to go on smoother. Next, I'm gonna go in with a brush and I'm gonna go ahead and put my foundation. This is the Stay Matte by Farmasi, and I absolutely love this foundation. I do start going in with a brush, but then I start using a sponge because I do like the way it looks and how it applies with a sponge than with the brush. Now I'm gonna go in with the Full Coverage Concealer by Farmasi. Again, I've said this a few times, I really love how easy this goes on. It's very creamy. I am gonna be using Infallible concealer on top, just 2 dots on each side, just because this concealer is a little too dark for my skin. Now I'm gonna go in with the NYX loose powder under my eyes. That's just gonna help set the concealer so it doesn't crease. I'm also gonna go in my nose area, my chin, and my forehead, because those are the areas that I struggle with the most with my oily skin. Now I'm gonna go in with the bronzer. This is gonna be the bronzer that I use from the Farmasi 3-in-1 palette, the Peach palette. And I'm gonna go in with a bronzer just to contour my cheeks, a little bit around my forehead and my chin. Now I'm gonna go in with a poofy brush to dust off all of that excess powder. Now I'm gonna go in with a more bronzed color on my cheeks. I'm using the Milani powder in warm, color warm. And I just love this because this warms up my face. And I'm basically just gonna go over the areas where I did the contour. So on my cheekbones, on my forehead, and I'm also gonna do my nose with this color. Now I'm gonna go in with a blush. Again, this is from that 3-in-1 palette by Farmasi, the 3-in-1 peach palette. And I'm just gonna go in my cheekbones and add that blush. Now I'm gonna grab this brush that I love, and I'm just gonna blend everything in all together just to make everything look effortless and seamless and blended in. I like to also go in with a little bit of that warm powder that I was telling you about by Milani, and just kind of blending my under eye into my blush, just because I don't like my under eyes to look a lot lighter than the rest of my skin. Now I'm just gonna bring that down right under my jawline, and I'm gonna bring that down to my neck as well. Now I'm gonna use the highlight from that 3-in-1 and just gonna do that right under my eyebrows. I just love the way this looks. And I'm also gonna go in the inner corner of my eye and also put some highlight on there as well. Now I'm gonna go in with my absolutely favorite mascara. It's by, I believe, L'Oreal, called Telescopic, and I'm just gonna put that into my eyelashes. I'm gonna be applying my lipstick. This is the matte lipstick, also by Farmasi. I love this lipstick. It's the matte beige. Now I'm just gonna brush out my eyebrows just so that they are brushed and look nice. And now I'm just gonna kind of put my earrings on, finish out the look, fix my hair a little bit so you can see the end result. And lastly, I'm just gonna put some setting spray so that I can set my makeup. And that is it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like this video, please give my video a thumbs up and please subscribe. Thank you.